So the world's amok. There's deception everywhere. What do we do about it? Do we just keep talking about it? Or do we start pushing in a direction where we start making solutions? Because everything that tells me in the written word is that we're a people of solutions, a people of light. We shed light on things, but we also are supposed to have the answers. That's what Jesus did. He would shed light on things, but then create answers. So if something really, really bothers you, I know that everybody always does this huge thing on God, what is my purpose? And I heard something really wise. It's what are you good at and what rubs you really wrong. Now, I used to be really good at a few things. I am really good at building things. Like I'm really good at building things, and not just like building things, but like building ideas. I'm really good at that. I'm not good at singing. I wish I was. I've always wanted to be a singer. But that being said, the most important thing I learned is the other side is what drives you crazy. What keeps you up at night? What makes you so angry that you can't think about anything else? In there, you'll probably find your purpose. See, we see Jesus in the temple. He knew that the worst thing was happening in that moment in the temple is that they were profiting off of something that was supposed to be freeing to the people, that were supposed to give them connection to God. And he lost it. He flipped tables. And we don't talk about that. We talk about in the Christian circles to be quiet, to be calm, to be collected. But I think there's times to flip tables. There's times to shake things up. And we are in that moment. We are in the moment of shaking things up. I'm presently working on something, and I've been working on a while. And right now is not the perfect time to say anything about it, but it's a solution. And if there's something small you can do solutions, something I know is that if you watch things that are encouraging to you, and I'm not talking about this particular video, but you can encourage that person back. You can say kind words into that person. That's a solution. It's real simple, and it doesn't sound simple. But I think so many people are stuck in that gray man that they just try to blend in and they don't say anything back. But we're a community, and that's a thing of the devil, is to keep you separated from other people. You need community. You need people and likeness. You know what? You might find that in the comment section. I don't know. And I'm not getting that here. Like, if you don't subscribe, if you don't thumbs up, if you don't comment, I just went in general, something I've learned. And I've got a guy, he encourages me sometimes, and I really appreciate that. And other people have started doing it too. You know what? It means a lot. You hear a lot of negative things, so that's one thing you can do. You can do that in passing too. You can hold the door for somebody. I know this sounds stupid and sounds cliche, but in such a dark world, simple, kind things go so far, and you don't know what kind of day that person have. You don't know what they've been through in that day, that year, maybe their whole life. You can be a light in whatever you do. It can be super simple. You could save a life in just giving somebody a smile. I know that sounds a little bit crazy, but that's a little bit real. Just smiling back to somebody. Being kind in. If they're kind to you, be kind back. And you know what? There's been times where somebody has been kind to me, and I didn't immediately. I was in a bad mood. But I went back and I was like, my bad, you have a good day too, or something. That's unheard of. Saying you're wrong and being kind, it's like heaven just dropped down on earth. Simple solutions for big problems. You don't have to change all the world at once. I made a reference the other day. If I was taking down a really big tree, right? Like it was in the way and I needed to take it down, I would focus on each individual swing. And that's something I've learned. If there's a really big problem, I'd really just focus on each part I need to do to solve that problem. I don't focus at the problem as a whole. And the second thing I've learned is to be successful in life. And sometimes this can be like worldly success and like to have all your bills paid and no, have a business, all those things. But on anything, to be successful with it, is you need to make up your mind quick, not slow, quick. I mean, it's usually your first feeling is the right feeling, but then it's not to change it. Then it's just to keep going. Noah building that ark, he wanted to quit. He wanted to give up. I know one of his sons definitely was probably giving him crap the whole time, or saying snide remarks or whatever. That's to be said. Your enemies will be the members of your own household. Sometimes that's true. But make up your mind quick. Stick with it. Where I'm sitting right now, this home was falling apart. It came with quite a little bit of land, not a huge amount of land, but a little bit of land. And I got it for almost nothing. Everybody thought it was an eyesore, thought it'd never work out, thought all these different things. And it took me about 2 years. 2 years of grinding. 2 years of people making fun, talking crap. But slowly and slowly it got better. And then one day there was a big pad out there for a Morton building. I bought a steel frame, put a steel frame on it, and then I put a bunch of old tin that I got from a hog building, and it was like that old dingy 1990s looking peach, like that dingy ugly peach or whatever that we thought was cool back then, that clay peach or whatever it is. And it was sun faded, but it was thick. Got it off a hog building, I cleaned it, and then I painted it. And I remember people driving by and like staring and smiling like snide smiles and making fun of me while I was putting that up in the heat. And people had just been talking crap about this whole place in general the whole time. And then I painted it. And then I put trim on it. And now it looks like a brand new building. And I remember the day where I just saw complete devastation in those men's eyes, because they knew, because of talking crap about me being thrifty, using my talents, and being smart about an investment and not giving up, they look like complete fools. Don't give up. Don't give up in doing what's right. It does come around in this life, in the land of the living. It is not everything gets better when you die. That's a lie. God didn't bring you here to have a devastating life. You can't, there will be good and bad. But you are here because of your circumstances to get somebody through theirs. You can do that today. Hope this helps. See you later.